Can y'all hear my kids in the background?
No.
Okay.
Not really, no.
Okay.
All right, we'll give whoever a few more minutes and then we can jump into more stories.
And what all went black? Do you need me to redo the whole part?
So, whatever was just you before everybody jumped in was all black. I could hear you, but I couldn't see you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my phone reminding me of the meeting.
That's a little late.
Oh my God.
Chris, are you actually outside or is that just a cool background?
That's a cool background. That's FCI.
Which turns out me and Steve are going to be coming there next year because I had him watch Destination Sphere episode on it. And now he's like, I want to go there. I want to go there. Can we go there? I'm like, I know Matt has something going on. Let me ask.
I'm pretty obsessed with it.
Only a little bit.
Only a little.
Yeah, well,
I'm only writing 2 books about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm their house psychic, so I spend a lot of time there.
Okay. Yeah, we were or not yesterday. Time has no meaning anymore. I feel like we just talked yesterday. Sunday. So when I brought this up, so when we were upstairs, I think it was Dawn, and then who else you were with were like kind of off in like one of those big rooms on the fifth floor. Steve and I were in 502. I kept
Huh?
picking up Katie, like over and over and over again in my head. I kept picking up Katie, and then found out why that is. I guess there was a nurse there named Katie, from what I think Dawn was saying on Sunday. So I found that interesting because Steve was like, "Well, that's not the nurse's name. And the nurse's name was Mary." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know why. I just keep hearing Katie in my head and then like wanting to jump off of the fucking roof and shit."
Wow. I love the 5th floor. The 5th floor is my absolute favorite.
It
Yeah, it was
was really
definitely
fun.
interesting.
All
Yeah.
right, Dawn said she's going to be in a minute, and then Kennedy got suckered into something. She'll be on as soon as she can.
Ugh.
And
Sounds
then
good.
Anna is there but muted, or is she really there?
I am really here. Oh,
There she is.
I thought you were a ghost.
She is now. She's not a ghost. Oh, go get a taco quick. Why?
Because I don't want to go upstairs.
Oh.
I have to walk past Emily.
So, anyways, while we're waiting for everybody else, Alex, do you want to do your little thing quick?
Yeah, sure. So welcome back, everybody, and we are here with Matthew from Nightmare.Explorers, and we have a couple more guests that I would like to introduce you to. So if you want to give this video a like and subscribe, that would be great, and a comment because the algorithm always helps. And starting off, Matthew, can you tell me a little bit about what happened to you at Waverly?
Basically, for me, it was just getting some validation on the story of Mia and finding out that she was most likely a spirit and just getting some interaction down in the lobby area in regards to that. And then when we were up, you and I were up on the fifth floor, just having some crazy interactions with the God, Dead Bell, and I think we had the REM pod up there also.
You did.
But yeah, like I was telling you guys on Sunday, out of all the places we went to on the road trip, this was actually for me the least active for experiences.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I'll move it to you so you can take over.
What? Who? Me?
To me? Wait, what?
Wait, who?
Mary.
Anybody?
Oh, I guess I'll go. I mean, Oh, who's that? Oh.
It's Dawn.
Pretty much the same for me. I mean, just, validation stuff about Mia and stuff. Um, Me, Emin, Kenz, and Piper, we did do an Estes on the fifth floor. I can't really remember much we got out of that because there wasn't like too much. And then we did quite a bit on the fifth floor. Just a lot with like dowsing rods and stuff. Um, M did see the crawler when we were on the fourth floor. So that was fun and exciting.
Did you get to see it?
No.
Yeah, Christopher missed that whole story.
Yeah.
I did. Now I want to hear it.
I don't know if they're coming on, so Natty might have to retell it since she was there. Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. So basically, we're sitting on the fourth floor, kind of like I don't remember where we were sitting now.
I think you guys were towards, if you were looking at it from the back parking lot area, they would have been on the left, the opposite side from the operating room.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we were just sitting out there. I was doing stuff with dowsing rods, so I wasn't really paying attention. And Piper, Em, and Ken's were just kind of like sitting there watching me. We had a couple K2s up, and Em and Ken's were watching this nurse, kind of like what they think was doing her rounds. Like they saw like a white mist go in and out of a couple rooms a few times, and then it would like repeat. So they were watching that for a few minutes while I was doing dowsing rods, and then M said she saw like a tall black figure like against the wall, and then it went out into the middle of the hallway, kind of stood there for a second, and it had red eyes, and then its neck went like this, and then it dropped on all fours and started crawling towards us. And she also said that its legs went over its head.
And was you part of the group that went running away?
Yeah, we all ran. Well, she was running fat, like
I
she
can
was ahead of us.
confirm
She
that.
was running, and I had no idea what was going on, so I was running after her, and Piper and Ken's were just walking behind us. So that was fun.
Jesse, when you heard them running, what were you thinking?
Well, Steve and I were in the morgue. He was in the morgue drawer. I don't know if that's what you call it, but he was in the morgue drawer, and I was doing dowsing rods, and I had a REM pod set up, and I just hear like, like thump, 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 and I'm like, what the hell is that? Like trying to figure out what it was. At first, I thought like it was noises, like, paranormal noises. And then I'm like, wait, no, that's like a lot. That's like really loud. That's what the hell's going on? And then I see them like shoot past us. And I was like, what are you guys? What happened? Like, what the hell's going on? And Natalie was like, "Oh, we just like saw something on the fourth floor. Yep. So we're going down." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Babe, let's go find out what happened."
I know because I had no idea what was going on until we got like to the entrance of the tunnel because she wouldn't say anything. She was just running and she's like, "Come on." And I'm like, "What is going on?" Like she didn't say if she saw anything or anything. I didn't know anything until we got to the door. So I'm like, "Okay."
Oh God. Yeah, that was too funny because like then we I don't remember where he wanted to go after we were in the morgue, and I went right when we left the morgue. He's like, "Babe, where are you going?" I'm like, "I want to go see what the hell happened." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that was weird. But besides that, I can't remember much else that happened. I don't know.
Yeah, we had that the double
Oh, the double
Estes, the
S's,
double
yeah.
Estes session and the electroshock therapy room. That got pretty intense. Ken's and Alex were under, and they at one point were arguing with each other.
Yes, in the beginning, I definitely think started with hearing both patient and doctor. Later on, I think I went patient and then maybe Ken's went doctor.
I think so.
Yeah, that was
Um, but it was weird because I know that I was saying like feel the shock, and it was weird because every time I would say that, it's like my body would jolt. So it was like I was being shocked as they were saying feel the shock. So that was the pretty most intense part for me during the SS method. Um, I know it said something about it was saying Matthew a lot during the S's.
I don't remember
Uh-oh.
that.
It
Did
did,
it?
it did say my name a couple times.
I'll have to go back and watch it because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think if I can remember correctly, I was like behind you and then I said Matthew, but I'm not sure what was asked or
Yeah, I think
between
because he
that.
was standing in the doorway and then it said like Matt behind you or something like that. And then you said, "What's behind me?"
Oh,
And then
okay.
you said the crawler. I'm
Oh,
like, "Shut your mouth, brother.
well, also, hey,
No crawler."
so then both of our names got said at Waverly. So I was telling Natty I was watching your part one video, and when you were by the morgue, her name came across.
Mhm.
No, because I was like skipping through that video the other night, and that's the one thing I missed.
Oh, look at you. See, that's why you gotta watch the whole video so I can get the more
I'm too
showers.
impatient to do that.
That's how you miss things. Just wait until the movie drops and it's like hours long.
Great.
Right. Then you're gonna be like, all right, I've seen enough. I'm done.
It'll take her like 2 weeks to watch it,
More than that.
more than that.
That's fine. Christopher, I don't think I saw you at all at Waverly. How was your experience?
I was off in my own little world much of the night, and part of that is because I wanted to go and reconnect to what I experienced my first time there. But I think my favorite part of the night was that I made it through the night without seeing any bats.
You made it through the
Yay!
whole trip without seeing any bats.
I
Yay!
have not seen a bat in weeks. It's amazing.
We actually almost got attacked by bats, me and Matthew. Well, my camera woman and Matthew.
Yeah, it flew like right in front of me. I'm like, okay, I'm
That's
done.
funny.
That happened to Steve too. I was like, babe, kill your light, you idiot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been on quite a lucky streak with the bats. My second favorite part of the night was probably lying down on the roof, staring up at the sky and falling asleep for a little while. It was
Oh my
just so
God.
incredibly, it was peaceful and the ground was cool. It felt really good. And I'm well known for falling asleep on investigations at some point. So it might as well be on the roof of Waverly.
Yeah,
What
that'd be a
what
good spot.
yep, what better place?
My most memorable experience for the night took me back to my first time there. The children up on the fifth floor there absolutely have my heart. When I go up there, they present themselves to me so clearly. I can see them. They can interact. They can tell me their names. They can tell me their stories. They come up and grab onto my leg. They hold my hand and they draw pictures with my hands. It's the second time I've gotten to spend time up there doing that with them. And one child in particular, little Sally, she makes me cry every single time. And this time I got a little bit more of her story, which was very sad and tragic, but still just such a sweet, endearing little girl, as all of those children up there are. You know, their little personalities and the little details that come along with them. Like the first time connecting to a girl who told us her name was Ella. And then when she went to sign her name on her picture, she signed it Emma. And we're like, well, what's that? What's going on there? And she told us that her little brother, who'd passed away, couldn't pronounce her name, and he used to call her Ella instead of Emma.
Oh.
So that's where that name came from. I remember doing that up there the first time and connecting to little Carl. And when he went to sign his name, I always do this with my eyes closed. So when you see one of the drawings and You know, for instance, this last time there was a rainbow in the picture and all the colors were in perfect order. I have my eyes closed, and even if they weren't, it's dark in there. I wouldn't be able to see. Going back to when little Carl first signed his name, I remember feeling the C and feeling the A and then feeling his backward R like a little kid would do and just laughing. It was the cutest thing. But I think the coolest part of the whole thing this time was when I walked in the room and said, there's someone new up here. I feel someone new that was not here last time, or I did not connect to them last time. It happened to be a little girl named Charlotte, and she did a beautiful landscape drawing, signed her name. And as it turns out, it was about 2 weeks earlier that Dawn was there, and she'd also connected to Charlotte and let her do a drawing. And the two signatures are near identical.
Oh, wow.
We're there 2 weeks apart, near identical signatures from Charlotte. I'd never seen the initial drawing. So for anyone that would ever say that what I'm experiencing or we're experiencing when we let the kids do these drawings through our hands is not real, that's ridiculous. I mean, clearly it's real. We're getting the same signature from two different people 2 weeks apart. It's amazing to feel how different each child's energy is. Like some of them are all in, like, yes, let's go, let's do this. And others are like, what is this? What is happening? Ew. It's really cool to feel too how they hold pens differently than I do. I don't hold a pen in the traditional way. And those that do, it's like my hand picks it up and it's like, what is this? I hate this.
So do you
And
like
some
hold
of
it
the,
like this?
I do, I hold it like that.
That's
And I mean,
funny.
some of the kids are left-handed, so some of them will hold it with their left hand. It's
It's
really a
it's
special
it's a beautiful
experience.
experience.
It is. I will never forget doing that at Waverly as long as I live. Now, I've done this in other places, but I will never forget doing it there. It's just so incredibly special.
So what? Okay, so I draw for spirit. I spirits draw through me as well, but I've never tried it with color. I usually start with circles and then those. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I go into like a meditation state.
Hmm.
I actually found out I miscarried that way. Um, but what made you start doing that?
The first time it was entirely Dawn's suggestion. I mean, she's an art teacher. It's what she does. I will always be very grateful for that suggestion because it's such a special experience. And I don't know that I would have ever come to doing that on my own, as I am not an artist. I don't enjoy drawing. I'm not good at it. That's another thing. The drawings that these kids do with my hands are far superior to anything that I would do on my own. They're far superior.
And then Matthew, I think you could take over with the questions now.
Okay, let's jump to Anna.
Anna.
Yes.
So, what were your experiences at Waverly?
I was with Hannah and Carrie most of the time. Or at least with Hannah most of the time. Um, and one of the times that really kind of stick out to me is I can't remember if it was the second or the third floor that we were on, but the moment that we got up there, it just felt really, really busy. Like a lot of activity, a lot of energy. Activity not in the sense that like we heard a lot of noises, but like it just felt um like it used to be a very active place.
Hmm.
Um, and we I don't know if it's the same Charlotte, but we did connect with a Charlotte um, via dowsing rods, and Hannah was channeling a bit. Um, but as we were kind of walking um, from one end of the building to the other on the either second or third floor, I felt my hand being grabbed, and it I believe that it was Charlotte. I've only been like touched or grabbed. When I say grabbed, it was very gentle. It wasn't like bruising or anything. Um, I've only been touched or grabbed by spirit only a few times, maybe less than five. Um, but it was really cool just walking along. She had her hand in mine for Charlotte had her hand in mine for maybe halfway and then switched to holding Hannah's hand. So I think that was really, really sweet. Um, and it was on the main floor, I believe. Um, I don't know how to describe it. It's where the like as you're going to the lobby, going from the lobby back to kind of home base, if you
Yeah.
will. Um, we were actually followed by something, but it like abruptly stopped at one of the doors. And so that was pretty interesting as well. We didn't end up going to the fourth or fifth floor. I wish that we did, but it was just a lot.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we also had opened the door to the body chute, if you will. Um, and Carrie, who was with us at the time, had called out. And I don't know if she startled an animal or if it was something else, but there was like this scuttling noise as soon as she called out. No one else was in the tunnel. Otherwise, they would have responded, I hope.
I would
Um,
think they would.
but so that was pretty interesting as well.
Yeah.
And Dawn just sent in the group chat the pictures of the drawings.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I
Um
haven't. Oh, because if you want.
Oh, wow.
so you can add that into the podcast.
Those
Yeah, I
are
The
did see
first
that
the
one.
first one was the one I
those are
did. The top
awesome.
one was the one I did in pen. And then the one that's all color that she filled in the whole page is the one that Christopher did. So if you look at those, you can really tell, the two names. You can see the similarities between them. Two
Mhm.
different people writing the name, and I'm thinking it was close to a year in between the two of them.
Yeah, the name like is so similar. Like, and you wouldn't think that's how, well, at least I don't think you normally spell Charlotte that way. It looks different to me.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say too. It's not the regular like Charlotte. Kind of like Charlotte.
Yeah. Charlotte. That's cool.
Wait, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's definitely neat. Speaking of the death tunnel, so when we decided to go in there, for one, had no idea it was that steep. Like all the videos and pictures, like you can tell it's kind of angled, but
Yeah.
holy cow.
Yeah.
So I looked at Steve and I'm like, I am not going all the way down because I'm not going to be able to get up because I got a lot of low back stuff going on. And so he went all the way down there by himself. And then he's like, "Babe, turn your light off." I'm like, "All right." So we t both turned our lights off, and it's like pitch black. And I kept hearing like shuffling, like behind me, more towards like the top of it. And then I turn my light on and look, and there's nobody there. And then I would hear it like the other side. I turn my light on and I didn't see anything. But aside from like hearing like shuffling in that area, didn't really like feel too much, like especially like negative or anything like that, like the fourth floor. It was pretty kind of like peaceful down there, aside from like hearing somebody like around me, even though there was nobody there. But yeah, Steve took a video of him walking all the way back up. But yeah, he said he didn't really feel anything, and um he did say that he like thought he saw like, blackness over the black, which,
Interesting.
we all know what that means. So he said he kind of saw that like once or twice. But yeah, not too much in the death tunnel for us.
Yeah,
And then it was funny go
that's
ahead.
one place I haven't done anything because I hate spiders. So I'm
Mm.
like, I'll stay
I
out of
didn't
them.
see any. If
I
That's
anything,
not bad.
my butt got wet from sitting on the ground, but I didn't see any spiders or
That was
anything.
my knee.
I actually had the opposite experience in the body shoot. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'm like, hold on a second. But no, I had an opposite experience where I had went down alone, and as you know, I guess I'll repeat it just in case yesterday's messed up. Sunday's messed up. Um, but it's like a spirit pretends to be another spirit by calling themselves Johnny, but their name is actually Jonathan. And even though I didn't call it Johnny, he took his anger out on me and tried to push me down the body chute as I was walking back up. Um, but I regrounded myself. It did feel as I was walking down and walking up, I felt like I can go like this and I could touch the walls, even though I know I couldn't. But it felt like as I was going, the walls were closing in on me.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
don't like. I don't like that.
Interesting.
Not literally, but that's how it felt.
I don't like that.
That's how I felt on the fourth floor.
Yeah. So I was alone and I basically went pitch black except for after it pushed me. And then I was like, okay, well, now I need to make sure that I can see every step that I'm on. But even then, when I had the light on and I was walking back up, I felt like there was just movement all around me, like almost like I was in the way.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, Jesse, you were talking about Steve earlier, where he's playing video games right now. What a bum.
Oh.
Anyways, what was some of the stuff that he wanted you to tell us?
So, well, he's been wanting to go there since like high school. So as soon as, you asked if, I wanted to participate and come with, it was so funny because we're sitting on the couch and I read your message and I just started laughing. And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, I just got invited to go to Waverly Hills in June. And he looks at me. He's like, "I'm coming with you. Like, you're putting me in your suitcase. I'm coming with you. You know, I've been dying to go there." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. You can come with." And so, first he wasn't sure how it was gonna be because I've only brought him on two different, like professional
Yeah,
investigations, and both of them it was like a group of 8 to 10 people. All right, you have an hour in this area, and then like other people like kind of, I guess you could say, take over. Um, so he thought that's how it was gonna be. So when we all checked in, we're all in the home base, And I looked at you and I was like, so how's this gonna go? Like, are we all gonna go together? Like, what's gonna happen? And you're like, no, you can go wherever you want. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so we can just like go to the fifth floor. And you were like, oh, yeah, you can go do whatever you want to. Or, if you want to hang out here. And like we started walking, up the stairs. And as we got in the first hallway, Steve looks at me. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. We can do whatever we want. Just like me and you, the two of us. Like he was so excited. And he's like, this is so awesome. Like I haven't seen him that excited in forever.
That's
So we
great.
went up to the fifth floor first, and then so when we got to the fourth floor, after we spent some time up on the fifth floor to see the sunset and stuff, uh I opened the door, and as soon as I opened it, like I could feel the energy, and I was like, "Whoa!" So I turned around, and then I was like, "Go ahead." And he walked in there, and then he looked at me, and he like smiled, was like, "Oh my God, I think I feel stuff." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It just feels like everybody is like watching me right now." And then there were a few times where I like he showed me his arm, and he had like straight up goosebumps. And then he said that he saw lots of different like shadows on the fourth floor a lot. So he would like take pictures and nothing showed up in the pictures. Or I had my cameras that we would look through. We didn't really see anything on the cameras either, but like there were many times where we're just like walking and he would like, look, like look around like and start going faster. I'm like, where are you going? I swear I just, saw something like a shadow over there. So we'd go look, and of course, there's nothing there. So he did see a lot of shadows. There was once or twice where he said it looked like he saw someone poke their head out and then go back really quick. Um, and then the feeling of like being in a football field and everybody like staring at you like you're going to give a speech type of feeling, like
Yeah.
the whole world watching him. He said he felt that a lot. And then when he was in the morgue drawer, I mean, him being him, I knew he was going to do that. As soon as they said, oh yeah, if you guys want to lay in the first one, you can. I'm like, yep, that's what he's going to do. Sure enough. So he went in the morgue drawer. And then I was kind of outside of it against the wall to where he couldn't see me. So I had my dowsing rods out. I had the REM pod kind of on the corner, like kind of by where he was at. And I'm, sitting on the floor asking questions. And he's like, babe, did you just move? I was like, no, I'm leaning against the wall. Why? And he's like, I just saw like, it looked like I thought you walked off. Like, I swear I just saw like a shadow like walk past by my feet. And I'm like, nope, I'm sitting here against the wall. And I asked the dowsing rods, like, oh, did you show yourself to him? And they crossed for yes. And then I asked them to, point to where you're at. And one pointed in the direction that he saw the shadow go, and the other pointed behind me, which is that's where I felt. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense. All right, thank you for that. So he saw like a shadow there, which ironically I was watching Paranormal Lockdown with Katrina Weidman and Nick Groff, and Katrina was in the morgue drawer, and the exact same thing happened to her. Nick and their cameraman were like kind of in the hallway, and she thought one of them walked past the drawer when nobody did. So that's exactly what happened to him. So I found that interesting. And then when we were, so yeah, it was mainly the fourth floor. Like he loved the fourth floor because he was actually experiencing stuff because he's never really experienced anything before. And it was towards the later of the night. We were the last we were the last ones in like the main building. Everybody else was at home base. It was like 3:15-ish in the morning, and we were in the operating room. So I gave him the dowsing rods because he wanted to try. Well, again, he used them like actually a few times throughout the night, which was pretty I guess ballsy of him. I wasn't expecting him to be like, I want to try. How do these work? So he was sitting, he grabbed a chair and put it facing the doorway so he could look out of the surgery room. And he had a REM pod on another chair in front of him, and he had the dowsing rods, and he was asking questions. And I kept seeing him like, like doing that, like looking and being like, what the hell? And then there was a few times he got up with his flashlight and he went to go look. And I'm like, what are you seeing? He's like, I swear I keep seeing something in the room that's across from me, like it's pacing or something. Like I've seen it once or twice, but like going in the same direction, like over and over again. So he said he saw a like it looked like not horribly tall, and he asked like, is that a doctor? And it went to no. Is that a patient? And it went to no. And then he asked if it was a nurse, and they crossed for yes. And he was like, okay, so is there a nurse? Am I seeing a nurse across the hall? And it crossed for yes. So he saw that same, he said that like it was the same height, and he kept seeing it almost like a rerun. Like it would go, and then like a minute or two later, he would see it again. And a minute or two later, he would see it again. And there was once or twice where like he looked at me to see if I was moving, and I wasn't. So that happened to him as well. Trying to think. And then a bat flew at his face. And he's terrified of heights. So we were on the balcony on the fourth floor. Because I was done in the hallway. I'm like, nope, if you want to go back to the surgery room, we're going on the balcony part. We're not going in the hallway. I'm over the hallway. Um, and so we were walking the balcony part, and he went to like, be himself and look over the edge, and there was a freaking bat chilling there, like on the ground. I was like, up, babe, there's a bat right there. And he was like, oh
Christopher's face
shit.
says it all.
So yeah, he had a bat fly at him a couple different times.
Mm-mm.
No,
I was like,
just
babe, you need
no.
to kill your light.
I have two questions for you.
Yeah.
One, is your husband a believer now?
I mean, yeah, he's trying to think how to word it right. Like he knows there's something else, but because he's never fully experienced anything, he's like more on the skeptic side. And now he's, as he says, he's got the itch. So he wants to go experience stuff more because this was the first time he's like had so many experiences like in like a short span of time. Like there was once in the Bridgewater Triangle where he had a couple experiences, and he literally said like, babe, I think I had my first like full-blown paranormal experience. And that was end of October or the 1st of November of 2023. So, and he's 39. So, that was his first quote full-blown paranormal experience was out that way. And the fact that he was feeling like what I feel all the time. So I told him, I'm like, so because, I'm a psychic empath or whatever you want to call it, I'll feel what you felt, but in like, I'm like way down here when the energy has to be like way up here for you to feel it. But that's how I feel like if I ever say like we're being watched right now, that's what I feel. So now he fully understands.
And when you were at the morgue, um, did you ever get a feeling that now this could be just me, but what I felt was it was a spirit showing me that this person is still alive to this day, but they went to Waverly, climbed into the morgue, and something happened that they felt like they were trapped. And I just see them curled up in the back. Did you ever feel like you got a trapped experience at the morgue?
Not in the morgue, no. I kind of felt that way. Um, where were we? The third or the fourth floor? I can't remember. But we were in one of the like the big areas, the atrium maybe, on the end where it's like that one big room. We were in one of those, and like it
Oh,
felt like everything was like sucked around me and like I couldn't move. I couldn't get out. And there were a few different times where I couldn't breathe. Like the wind got not knocked out of me type of feeling. And one thing that we kind of put together at the end of the night. So fourth floors, surgery floor, operating floor, and then everybody has tuberculosis. Well, one of the things that they would do is remove people's lungs. I have a third of my right lung taken out. So I have a feeling the reason a lot of them were gravitating towards me was due to I can relate, I guess. Like Steve was like, one of us, one of us. I'm like, dude, shut up. So like I have a feeling that's another reason why I felt surrounded a lot when we were on the fourth floor was because I have 1 1/3 lung.
You're unique.
Yeah. I also I died in 2008, so that's another thing that like I think why I'm so connected with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up because maybe that's why they kind of feel connected too because of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty much I think that's all of his experiences, at least the ones that he's brought up. I personally didn't really see any shadow figures. I've seen enough of those throughout my life. I'm good on that. But it's like the feelings that I got there is what was very, very unique about that location. Like just the utter despair and sorrow and sadness and like the like gut-wrenching crying that was happening to me on the fourth floor over and over again.
For me, I was just so comfortable. Like I have anxiety. I have really bad social anxiety, but when I got there, I didn't have any.
Oh wow.
So I felt like when I was there, it was like I was just so comfortable, almost like I knew the place, but it was my first time being there.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling too. Like when we first started the night, Steve was like, "Let's go to the fifth floor. Let's see the sunset, romantic, on the roof." I'm like, "Okay." And like I knew exactly where to go. And I think Natalie, M and Kennedy, I think is her name. I think
Ken,
Ken.
you guys were trying to find the fifth floor and you couldn't. I'm like, "Oh, it's this way,
Yeah,
follow
no, we
me."
were so lost.
Even though I've never been there before.
Yeah, we were so lost.
and you've been there.
I know. I don't know why, but I didn't know where I was going.
Who's next?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm
So,
gonna.
oh, before you leave, you should mention when you guys were on the fourth floor with the crawler and what Levi was telling you.
Oh, so basically, for those who don't know, I have a spirit. Levi, he was my twin brother in a past life. And when M saw the crawler, we were talking to him through the dowsing rods. And like, what do you mean, like
Well,
about
like
the
how he
crawler?
was, yeah,
So basically, when M started seeing, like before he dropped on all floors,
fours. You said fours.
I'm tired. Before he did that, M was like, Levi, do we have to get up and leave? And Levi, that was like a big, big yes. And then he dropped, and then we got up and ran. So that was fun.
I wish I would have been there.
You ran off with Alex.
Yeah, she kidnapped me. I don't know what
She
was.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, people.
Bye.
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 Bye. Let me move this one.
Yeah, you can move that. Oh, now I got more room to stretch. Okay, have fun.
Bye.
All right, who is next?
We haven't heard from Dawn.
She's been kind of napping over there. That's okay.
Not napping. I'm paying attention.
I know you are. I'm just messing with you.
I mean, I don't know since I was here Sunday, I don't know what else you want to ask or
What was your most favorite experience of the night?
I just always love being up there with the kids. Um, it was probably watching Christopher walk in and seeing them all bum rush him because he wasn't there when I was there 2 weeks prior. And I told them that he would be coming back, and they were all so excited. And then watching him walk in and them just rush him was the coolest thing ever.
Trying to think. Um,
I know we had a little funny experience in the lobby when we were trying to get Matthew to use the dowsing rods, but they wouldn't let him.
Oh yeah. No, I've never had any luck with them. Almost they moved like a
They almost
fraction.
crossed.
Yeah, but no.
They changed their mind.
Yeah.
For me and Natalie, it was just going like crazy.
I know. I just like so that's why I don't even try because I know I'm not going to get anything from them.
That's probably one of my favorite tools to use are the dowsing rods.
Yeah, agreed.
Did anybody play any games with the spirits while they were there?
No.
No.
I don't think usually we like to play hide and seek with them, but I don't even think we did that this time.
I was going to bring my dice and play dice with the children's spirits because I know that usually they like that. I don't know about Waverly, but Um, but I was so in a rush that I had left my original spirit box at home and my dice and a couple of other things. So I only ended up going to Waverly with headphones with nothing to plug it into and a REM pod and then another spirit box that I don't know how to work. So it was mostly like me, my dowsing rods, and the REM pod, which I guess that's all I really need.
Yeah, it's like I always bring all the cool toys and equipment with, but half the time I never use them.
Right. Okay. It's like, okay, y'all, I got this toy for y'all. It's like $200 just for y'all to play with and not use.
Yep.
I think the longer I do this, the less equipment I carry with me. I mean, I might
Yeah.
like if I'm carrying my bag with me, it's because my rods are in there, my drawing equipment, if I'm thinking about trying to do drawing or automatic writing. Um, and that's about it anymore. It's just I like to have everything nice and compact. That's why I carry a bag. But most of the time, the only extra thing I think I carry with me anymore is my SD stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had like a spirit box, but I don't own one. I have a friend that I borrow his every now and then, but I'm probably gonna end up getting one. So all I really had was like two cameras, more so to see, I guess you could say, in the dark, and my REM pod and my K2 meter, and then Steve bought those dowsing rods there. So it was my first pair, so I was like so excited to play with them.
Well, I always think it's really good to record. Like some people don't want to record when they go to haunted locations, but I think it's a great idea to record because you're not going to see everything with your eyes. You might miss
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
You might hear something uh in person somewhere, but another place you don't hear something in person, and
hmm
that camera can pick it up. So, I like to record.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's kind of
that's
like
one
what
of
I
our
did.
next investments.
That's what I kind of did after we got back. I was down at Edinburgh Manor for 2 days, and a lot of time I just had a separate camera recording somewhere else where we weren't.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to invest in more cameras, but like the camera that I got now, that's already over $1,000 set up.
Woo. Oh
So,
yeah, my Psionics Aurora Pro is $1,000. That's more for like CE5 like sky stuff than it is inside. So like when we were in Waverly, it was kind of a pain in the butt. You couldn't really see much. But when we were on the balcony, oh, you could see everything perfectly, like the trees, the cars, thousands of stars.
mhm.
So I can't really think of any more Waverly questions unless Christopher has more, because he was the only one that wasn't here on Sunday. Or
Mm,
Nana wasn't either. So if either you two have any more.
sure.
I don't think I have any questions. And as for any other experiences I really tapped into that night, one of them was a little bit more on the personal side, so I'm going to hang on to that.
Yeah, get
But
that.
I don't think I have any questions.
I don't have any questions either.
Any more experiences, Anna?
Um, not particularly, no.
Okay.
It's like Waverly knew it was mine and Steve's first time, and that he was a skeptic, and they were like, "Hey, let's mess with this person."
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it was more so calm for me. I experienced things, but what happened was most like everything that I saw was mostly like, I guess you could say like residual spirits where they're kind of just doing their own thing. And I usually don't talk to spirits who are like that. Um, I only talk to ones that want to talk to me.
Yeah.
So, it was pretty, it was pretty decently quiet for me.
I did see like I think it was a doctor. That would make sense on the fourth floor, the opposite side of the surgery side. Because we were just, walking the fourth floor because that's where Steve kept wanting to go because that's where he was getting feelings and all that. Um, so we were walking the hall and I think his he had his flashlight on and like it went towards like this corner just for a split second and I saw like like a head and it was like kind of just like pale and then white jacket. Like for a split second I saw that. And I was like, what the babe, shine your light over there again. And he did, and I didn't see it again. I'm like, I just saw an apparition. That was cool. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I think I was a doctor. And it makes like perfect sense with what I like the colors, I guess you could say, and the height and
Yeah.
everything, that it was probably a doctor. So that was kind of cool.
Well, I think that's it for me.
Yep. All right. And the other team, I'm drawing a blank on their name. I think it was Witches Familiar Paranormal. There's so many teams that have witches in it, but anyways, they're gonna reach out to me through Messenger and kind of give me some of the accounts they had since they couldn't join either night. So once I get that from them, I'll share with you guys.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
good. I don't even think I ran into them either.
Yeah, I was with them for a little bit, but not too much. Again, they were like one of the teams where, I couldn't find them at all. They just like vanished into the abyss of Waverly.
But yeah, I saw Jesse for like 5 minutes. Is that how you say your name, Jesse?
Yeah.
I saw you for like 5 minutes in the beginning, and then I never saw you again.
Yeah. I saw Chris and Dawn a handful of times, and then the other team you guys are talking about, I don't remember their names, but I saw them a couple times.
Yeah, it was only Matthew, Natalie. I seen Dawn. I seen Anna, but everybody else, it was kind of I didn't see
Saw
all
everybody
much.
at home base, and then that was it.
Yeah,
The building's huge.
just kind of a free for all
Yeah,
investigation.
Eh,
that was what was so fun, and I know why Steve loved it so much. It was a free for all.
Yeah.
Yep. I enjoyed it. And thank you again, Matthew, for inviting me.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm glad we all had a great time.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this so I don't forget when editing. But if you guys want to see more of Matthew's channel, go ahead and click the link in the description below. I will have all of Matthew's information posted in the description. And if you guys want your stuff posted as well, just send me a DM and I'll get it in the description as well.
Same here. And
Okie dokie.
just so you guys know, if you're bored on the 4th of July before the fireworks at what time did I put it? Either 2 or 6 o'clock. We have our Edinburgh Part 1 video coming out from back on Easter finally.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, I got you subscribed, so as soon as you drop, I'll watch.
All right. Well, everybody have a good rest of the night and a good week, and we'll talk soon.
You too. All right, later, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Good
Stay
night.
spooky.
Stay spooky.